We all set? Okay, calling meeting to order. And we have tonight Chairperson Barbara Blah, Barbara Williams, Gary Robbins, and Ann Osterwald. Close? Osterwald. Sorry. Okay, are there any public communications? Okay. Oh, yes, okay.
Close to your mouth.
All right, very good, because I would not be doing that. Okay, so then we have a motion to approve the minutes, or are there any comments about the minutes?
I move that we accept the minutes.
There you go.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. It's been approved and. Yes, yes. Okay, so we'll appoint Gary Robbins as an alternative for Eunice Sutton. Okay, so it looks like we might have some new applications. Okay.
The first one is 767 River Road. It is a garage at an existing house, and the owner is here and kind of can run through what all he's planning to do. We can work off of this and show them where the garage is and where the wetlands are, and there we go.
Our property is located about Is this on? Okay.
It is.
Our property is located about 3/4 of a mile above the Route 95 bridge on the north side of or on the west side of the River Road. We bought the property in July, or June, moved in July. The house, original building, I think, was in 1966, been renovated a couple of different times. The latest renovation was about 11 years ago. The house was renovated, but there was no garage built to it up by the house. Our proposal is to construct a 2-car garage, 24 by 24 garage adjacent to the house. The building will be on the north side of the property. So this is the property over here. This is the north side of the we're kind of just the opposite here, actually, but this is
We could even turn that around.
yeah, I think it's a little bit easier there you go. So this is the north side of the property. There is a stream, a runoff stream, an inland wetland stream that goes down through here. It's fairly deep, maybe 3 or 4 feet deep. Constructed by, I think, probably 2 owners before us. And it collects the water flow. All the water in the property goes down there, runs under the driveway and then around into a wetland area. There's an existing garage down here that's about 150 feet from the house. It's not in good condition. It was built in the original construction 1960s. We're having it evaluated as to whether or not it's even going to be continued. But if we do, it would be simply for storage. Certainly could put anything good in there because it's been subject to the elements for a number of years. So this is 47 feet from the wetlands to the corner of where the garage building is. The garage is 25 feet from the property line of the neighbor next door, and within the proper from the back from town of Groton actually the state of Connecticut owns the land. That's the oral school property back there, and that our land abuts that, so it goes uphill to that oral school property. We have a site plan in the drawings for you that I've submitted online using our online system, which I found to work fairly well with the help of Deb Jones. It worked fairly well. During the construction, we'll do some mitigation for straw bales to make sure that there's any sediment disruption is going to be dealt with that way. There'll be a fabric sediment barrier It is laid out. Peter Gardner did all of the plans for us, so we've got this laid out completely. So that we're making sure there's not gonna be any kind of sediment disruption or runoff. There's really very little runoff into that part of the property because it all collects in this stream.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna have any disruption of that
Yeah, I know
stream
this
at all.
property.
Yeah, you know the property. Yeah, it used to be owned by Anish,
Very steep hill.
steep
going
hill.
Up to the house.
Yeah, very steep hill going up the
Yeah.
house. Dr. Shah used to own the property. We'll build the concrete walls on all three sides, a 10-foot foundation wall in the back. So that it will be secure and not have any, in fact, any of the runoff or any of the sediment will be contained there. So that's our proposal. I'm open to any questions.
Can you just tell me again, I kind of missed how far the new construction is from the brook? The street?
47 feet,
47 feet.
47 feet.
And
Yeah,
it's gonna be on slab foundation?
yes,
Yeah.
for slab foundation.
You can see I've marked green on the property, a small line of green. That's the 100-foot line from the water course.
Yeah.
So essentially the entire property.
Yes,
the upper review area.
yes, exactly. It was
That's right.
before. regulation.
That's
You
right.
couldn't build any,
right.
No.
anything on this
No.
plan without being within 100
But
feet of
we could not.
it. Yes, yes, that's for sure.
Right, and some of you may remember the last time you've seen this property a couple of times. frankly.
Several times. There's
Yeah.
a pond at the bottom.
There is,
also.
that's right.
Wetlands
Yeah.
down at the
The
bottom.
last time was a
Mhm.
complete rebuild of this house in 2009. That was permanent.
Right.
Is this the one that had a street light for the utilities or a big pole right in the middle? of that?
Yeah, and there was some
Argument.
conflict with the
Yes, the
neighbor. Yeah,
neighbor,
that was
yeah.
quite a long time ago. That's
Yeah, it
right.
was a long,
That's right.
Utilities are all underground.
Right.
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
The previous owner did it all underground.
right, right. As part of the rebuild, actually. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep. So do you folks want to sidewalk this or?
I'm game and we could classify it as well,
Absolutely.
couldn't we? Yeah.
I move that it's minor.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
I
Opposed? No. Okay, so classified as a minor, which means it doesn't require any public to come and comment.
No public hearing, right?
It's not a major impact and so forth, so that's a start. And then how do you feel about walking it? I know this property really well, but
Yes,
Yep,
you're right
right.
there. So the existing
Yeah.
house is right here.
yeah,
And so it'll be about 20, that's the garage.
That's the new garage.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is the house. So the
Yeah.
house garage will be about
this
20
is the
feet
lower
from the house.
garage, yeah. so-
Yeah, and then the lower garage is way down here. So
Right.
it's a steep hill. And so,
Yes. it
we're
is.
both 73 years old, so it's not exactly easy, would be easy in the
Yeah.
winter time to get down there. That's why
Oh,
we're hoping to
that's-
get it
that's
built
true.
before
So
winter.
this is actually gonna be built into the,
Into the hill.
into the hill,
Yeah,
yeah.
right into the hill.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So at this point, I've sent it out for review. I'll be doing my review, so I'm sure you will see some revised plans before, before you're ready to take action on it. But if you want to schedule a site walk, if folks want to look.
Has
let's-
it been
let's do it.
flagged? Are there any flags out there?
There are not, this was based on the 2009 plan because that water course is stone lined.
Yes.
There's no real wetland associated.
Got it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's pretty deep. Most places
Right.
it's 3 or 4 feet deep.
I don't know how
Really?
you would feel, but it could be like we just do it on our own.
It's up to
But-
you. It's
but
up to you
that's
guys,
how you
whatever
feel
you want to
about
do.
People wondering,
I'd be glad to have you.
or we could do it all at once, we could.
Be glad to have you come at any time.
Okay.
Yeah, we're there. We're retired, so we're there and
What do you
just kind of
hear?
let us know ahead of time.
I'll leave it up to you guys.
Yeah.
Considering its nature, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Sure, but that's significant.
Right.
Enough to walk
Yeah.
it, whether it be one or the
Yeah.
other.
Well, why don't we walk it on our own?
Yeah, I think we could do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, that sounds great. Okay,
Thank you.
so,
Okay.
yep, I'll be in touch with comments, and
If you
we'll go from there.
Put like 4 poles for the corners. That would
Oh,
help
that's
us all.
true, yeah.
We will.
This more.
Yeah.
We can do
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
that
do
would be
that.
easy.
Yeah, I
And
think
we-
the
we
front,
know what we're
the front will
looking
come into the driveway a little bit, probably
Yeah.
a foot or so of the existing driveway. so,
Right.
Yeah.
at. Yeah, that
So,
makes sense.
I'll make-
You have to be able to make a turn and all of that.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yes.
yeah, there's an area to make a turn right
Yeah,
now.
okay.
Yeah, Really won't disrupt the current.
What is the driveway?
The driveway comes right up here.
Yeah.
It comes up here, it goes around like that. This is the driveway. So it comes right around here. So there's room to turn here. There's actually probably some room even to expand the
Yeah.
paved area.
That's all existing.
It's all.
Yeah.
You know, so that would come here. And it's there's some, if you walk the property before, there's slight steps that go up here. And there's
Yeah.
some walking paths around there and some landscaping that
Yeah.
really has not been cared for many years, but.
Really, that
we'll-
was a beautiful
we'll-
garden
we'll-
once.
Yeah, we're working on that. That's the next project.
Yeah.
I do have a question, because I saw that you had an access to the septic in your driveway.
It's in my driveway, you know.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah.
How does
Mhm.
this project affect that at all?
Doesn't affect it at all. The septic is right next to the house over here. Where the septic cover is right there next to the house. So this is nowhere near that. And when they built that and paved the driveway, they made sure, because we've had people inspect it, that any of the piping and that sort of thing, which comes under the driveway.
That's the septic tank.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Right?
could be.
Oh,
You
it's
could
not a
drive heavy
field,
trucks.
it's a tank?
It's a tank.
Oh.
Tanks, and then
Oh,
the septic fields go down across this way.
So I've sent it to Ledgelight. They will probably have you fill out a B100A form because they review any kind of change on a property where there's a septic system.
Yeah.
So before you get your building permit, but at any rate, I've sent it to them for review as well.
Mhm.
Yep.
Great.
Great. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Didn't need Pete at all. Look at that.
Thank you.
Okay, so. Any other?
We do actually have a new application. This one's Tabitha's project.
Okay,
115 Leonard Drive, and we have the applicant here to present the project.
okay.
Just got this in.
I'm John Luther, owner.
All right. Good evening, Susan Marquardt, professional engineer with Lorero Engineering. The project we have before you tonight is located at 115 Leonard Drive, and it's really three parcels. One parcel is the existing building here at 115 Leonard Drive.
Can you
And
just locate
where's
us on
Leonard
Leonard's
Drive?
Drive?
it's
Trying to keep it quiet.
near the airport.
It's by the airport.
Oh, yeah.
You go to the bus line?
Yep.
Yes.
Leonard Drive.
Oh,
Next to it,
Oh,
all the way back there.
is it, it's
Oh.
not the street that Beard is?
Yes.
Oh, it
Yes.
is?
okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, there you
And
go.
they are Mahan
Yes.
and the cheese company.
Yes, yes, you're right.
And move it fast.
Right, it's a lot of.
Is that you too?
Yeah. Okay,
So yes, this is Tower Avenue
Yeah.
and this is Leonard Drive.
okay.
And the right, the ones down at the end, that's where the Beard, Mystic Cheese and all of those are located. The bus barn is the first parcel. So this is the parcel right after the bus barn, 115 Leonard Drive. And this is 0 Tower Avenue. It's just kind of a leftover piece of property from when this industrial subdivision went in. And then also the parcel here, that's where John's business is located, Luther Fence. So I'm just pointing out those three pieces because in the next plan, I want to show you what the proposed is going to be. Is a new lot line, and I'm just going to go back to this plan a second. A new lot line, that this lot line will just extend back. So now this lot, 115, will now be merged with this portion of
Oh,
0 Tower Avenue. And this parcel will be joined with this. And then I'll show you.
Yeah.
Right, right.
And is this the new room for the fence?
Um, so I just want to give you the background to the parcels. So when we look at, the next plan, then you can see, so this is existing, I'm just gonna go to the site plan a second. So then you can see how the new, what that allows. So like I said, this is the new property line. So this is that 0 Tower Ave now that connects with 115 Leonard Drive. So this is the existing building that has tenants there, and that will remain as is. The tenants, the parking area, and this will be the new industrial building that will be behind it. And by merging those lots is what allows the extra space to do that. So that's why I kind of wanted to give you the background to that. Right, so this is the new industrial building. It'll be potentially 3 bays. It could be 1. There's no tenant for it right now, so we're not really sure who will go in there. But there's a potential for 3 tenants, could be 1, we're not really sure, but that's the location of the building. And new parking on this side of the building, gravel drive around the back. And then some gravel parking on the side there. And my understanding is the current tenant that they have some kind of portable box trailers that they
Yeah, I
use.
explained,
Mhm.
the 2 tenants here, one is Kongsberg, and the other is East Coast Valve. And East Coast Valve, what they do is they refurbish and test large industrial valves, big valve.
Yeah.
And some factories. So what they do is they have a couple of tractor trailers, like they have portable fabrication shop and testing shop in this trailer. So what they do is if they've got a job, say down in New Jersey at a plant, they'll take one of these trailers down there and do stuff on
Wow.
site. A lot of testing and stuff there,
Yeah.
and they also do stuff back at the shop. But these, when they're not using the trailers, they park them. Right now, they kind of park them kind of in where the building's gonna be. But our plan is to, put the trailer back in here, store them right here. So
Yeah,
they're
now that
basically,
we have-
they're box trailers, they're float.
Yeah,
So there's
they
nothing.
still could get at them that way.
Yeah, yep.
Now, can you locate the wetlands on this property for us?
Yes,
What are
I'm
we
gonna-
looking at here?
I'm gonna go back to the overall plan a second. I think you might can see them better. Okay. So the wetlands, this is the edge of the wetlands on 0 Tower Avenue. Correct. But the work we're doing, and then here is now just to show you that on a larger scale, here is that edge of the wetlands.
Oh,
So this is the 100-foot review area, upland review area. So what we have within that area is some of that gravel parking, a little bit of the drive around. And then it'll be outlet to stormwater, underground stormwater system. So that is the work that is inside the 100-foot upland review area. But correct, no work in the wetlands themselves.
It's nice to doing a permeable.
The gravel.
Go ahead and classify. Or do you have any questions about it?
what kind of liquids are in those trucks, you think? Is there a lot of oil or something like
No,
that?
no, it's basically what they have is like machine shop tools, like drill presses and stuff like that. Grinders, but nothing as far as. They're really not working with any.
Okay. And the trucks are not gonna be leaking oil.
Yeah. Yeah, because the trailer keeps it really direct.
Oh, it's
It's just the
oh,
trailer.
the
itself.
trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay, that's better, yeah.
Okay. Any other?
Move that we, make it a nine.
Is there a second? Second. All those in favor? Aye.
Before we vote.
Yeah.
I may have a conflict of interest. Does the Lorero family still own Lorero Engineering? Do you know?
Yeah.
Yes, I have a long association with this company and so I'm just going to abstain or whatever.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can.
yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
that's the. How do we do that?
Send-
We'll just vote and we've got enough.
Yeah, so I gotta know.
Yeah, so, a motion has been made and seconded. Classify this as a minor, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
And then it's in here.
Okay, so that's done. Now do we want to look at it?
Yeah,
Want to go on a
because
walk? Probably.
Yeah, there is no actually, believe it or not, exactly, we don't know, it goes through here.
Really?
Because, yeah, they actually, years ago, I don't know, you might know, there's actually a easement from the town. And it's, believe it or not, it's actually the discharge, when discharge on the. Bottom of Fort Hill, the sewage plant,
Yeah.
it actually, believe it or not, it pumps all the way through, comes through here.
Wow.
Turns, goes all the way up.
To the James
Things gonna
River.
cost it all, and dump out the thing through. So they actually, here, again, I don't know when they put it, there's actually. It's not really a road, but you can
Yeah.
see it clearing. it actually falls down.
Yeah.
But that was probably part of the reason why some, but it's. Still.
Yeah.
Can I just ask a question here? So what's gonna go on in this new building? Can you just repeat that?
Well, right now, we don't know 100% for sure. We actually have potential tenant in my building for defensive items. Why business sciences, they may take the whole building. They're looking to do a project for the Navy. Obviously, they're complaining about it. Just kidding, but now some they may take it on a 10-year lease and they're looking at, but they're waiting on the Navy.
Yeah.
So we're not guaranteed on it. So if that falls through, we've had, believe it or not, in down in the Leonard Drive, there's multiple people that come to looking at space. There's
Really?
this type
Yeah.
of space is not it's what they call flex space. You have a basically just a vanilla box with the warehouse. But so many of these people, you just can't find them. You can ask our last guy here on Landon Road, he's got a 3-year waiting list. Constantly the people coming.
Yeah.
So we've already been in touch with a couple people, we know the tenant on the end of Winter Drive, that's actually approached us too about getting some space. So based on what we've talked to these people, they're looking for average, anywhere from 5,000 to 8,000 square feet. So that's why we just kind of said, well, we may slice it up into 3. But it may be, this one may be 8, this one may be
Yeah,
4,
yeah.
maybe, but I don't wanna do, like you did, I'll ask you, there are 1,000 square feet, I don't wanna have 15 tenants, I wanna have 15 tenants. And it's definitely a demand for it, so it's one of those, you build it.
The railroad here, is this Amtrak or is this just industrial?
Yeah, it's
Industrial?
freight, and they don't use
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
anymore.
right.
It actually.
That was
goes
my
all
next
around
question,
and
yeah.
Dumps out at, EV, goes through Pfizer, but, they'll run a locomotive through, every 6 weeks or so. I think they just test the tracks every once in a while. And it's just the
Yeah.
electrical. They go through it
Huh.
and come back.
Pfizer used to run trains.
Yeah, and that's where they come from here on the part. There, it's actually the track was right through the whole Pfizer.
So you access Leonard Drive through.
That's
Because
it's a
we're
dead
still
end road.
having trouble,
If you go back to the
It's the
first,
airport.
there's a location map.
That's what I thought,
Yeah.
yeah, but so it's like
Oh,
near the Tilson property there?
Yeah, you go past.
You go past the Tilson, I got it now,
Right,
okay,
right.
Right before you go over the railroad track.
okay, got it, okay,
See the back, and that's the airport. And then just 40 over.
Okay. okay,
Kept going. through it.
probably been by it many times.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
people don't even know it's here.
No.
It's a little quiet one.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? This is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they think it's a driveway to bus. stop.
right,
Bus.
oh, yeah, that's right, okay.
But if you're a beer drinker, but no. That's a beer.
Yeah, I know where that is.
CrossFit.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, 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 yeah,
There, Muhammad.
yeah, so you're just tucked back in there, I think, I know it's that, so. So shall we set a time to go together then? I'm gonna look at this, I am too, yeah.
The week of the 25th.
I'm going, yeah, going from Tuesday to Friday, so next week after, would you do?
26th.
Yeah, that works for me.
Would the 26th work with you?
6 works for me.
We actually have the staff meeting for this project that day, so that's good.
Yeah, 3:30
Yeah.
anyway.
Actually, I work until 6 on Tuesday.
Okay, so it
Okay.
could be a Wednesday.
Could be a Wednesday.
Well,
Has to be after two.
we have a meeting on Wednesday, but that's all
The
right.
27th,
Wednesday, the 26th, yeah,
27th?
27. Does that work like 3:30 or?
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
So we have a meeting.
Okay, so we'll
Okay,
do that.
we got
We'll
a
be in
plan.
touch. Yep, we send this out for staff review. So as I said, we're having a staff meeting and there'll likely be some revisions. Move it along.
Okay. And
Thank you.
it's Samantha, anything else? Anything else?
That's it.
Yeah, but sorry,
Happens all the time.
I had the S right.
It happens all the time.
There's an A in there
All the
somewhere.
time.
I'm not having a good night with the, well, I'm feeling
Does my
pretty
mom.
good that I get that close.
Who's
That's where it's from.
I thought her name was
Does
Stan.
that happen all the time?
What?
Does that really?
It says staff. I thought your name was Stan.
Yes,
Oh.
it happens all the time.
Thank you. That was very nice to say that. I thought that's funny. Okay, any other new applications?
No.
That's it. And what's happening with McDonald Court?
Right, they are deciding whether or not to proceed with the application. So at this point, we do not have revised plans and they are.
Waiting.
Exploring
It would
their
require
options.
getting an engineer.
Exactly,
and
they're,
They're wondering, is it worth it?
exactly.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So that's that. Oh, is that the people with the pipe under
the
their?
road?
Yes,
Exactly.
it was gonna be an easy shoe in. Okay, so no old business. Any new business, what was I looking at? Well, I tonight in the rain, there's not much more look at.
But there aren't very many sites open that would have
No.
wetland impact. Right now, we're keeping an eye on Triton Square. There's some steep slopes there, but not adjacent to wetlands,
Yeah.
but
You're
similar.
keeping your-
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I did want to ask about was that huge earth moving that's taking place on River Road. There's a property, obviously.
It's a house. That's right.
That's
It's a
gonna be a house,
house.
but there's a lot of, rocks. and-
Yeah, right. That's right.
Yeah,
Yep. They
huge
have a,
excavation.
yeah, they had a coastal, actually, they had a variance that was approved because of coastal resource across the street. And they have council approval for the work in the right of way on the scenic road. But yeah, it's a single family house.
Wow.
Yep.
It'd be a big investment.
No kidding. Yeah.
Okay, that was one. Yeah, I can't think what else. Anybody? Comments by anything? Yeah, that's been parking lot food that was all burned down.
No, I don't know anything about it. Nope.
No, it's the other side.
It is the other side, and no, we haven't had any referrals. I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
It certainly use the park.
The lot size is blocked off.
I know that guy. They could charge.
Keep in mind.
Keep in mind
The
what-
the recording is still going. Yeah.
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 Well,
End of meeting.
Yes.
any other comments or anything, Deb, or? Tabitha. I have it being an S. All right, so can I have a motion to adjourn? I move that we adjourn. Second.
Second.
All right. All right. We're all in favor.
Aye.
Aye, okay, so quickie.